All right, welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Real. I'm one of your hosts, Jonathan Lundy, and the man next to me is
What's up? It's your boy Kevin Moore.
Kevin. Man, what's going on, big dog? How you been?
Hey man, I'm blessed, man. Living good over here, man. How you been?
I've been chilling, man. I've been good. Always good to be blessed, man. Another day alive.
Yes,
Say,
sir.
man, you had a chance to see that Malice in the Palace documentary on Netflix?
Oh, absolutely. You know I had to watch that.
Man, it seemed like something that like Pistons fans should take pride in, but after watching that doc, like seeing the other side of it, that Jermaine O'Neal, Steven Jackson, and Ryan gave, it's like, man, what really stood out to me was I didn't know that Jermaine O'Neal was like went to court to like get those games reduced
Mm,
because his defense was, like he was just out there defending his brothers, his teammates, the fact that there were like no security or police in there to stop it, and you got all of these fans taking the liberty of like all these drunk fans like taking the liberty of attacking the players, and just like that perspective from there, like the media, how they were attacking the league, the NBA, and how Jermaine believes it's racially motivated, which I'm on his side with that too, because like media was throwing around the word thug. But tell me what you think about it.
yeah, I'm kind of the same thoughts you had about it. I just really thought it was I just thought it was crazy, like how it all escalated, and even how they talked about how Ben Wallace went to the game just losing a family member. So he already had a lot on his mind, and even when Steven Jackson was talking about how Jamal Tinsley told Ron Artest, all right, you got your power to give. Steve was like, why would you tell Ron Artest
No, man, that's
that?
wild, man. I feel, and
It's
then
just
that was another thing too. I feel Jamal should have caught way more heat. I feel like it's just like, dog, you know how
right.
Ryan is. Like, why would you do something like
Exactly,
that?
exactly. Yeah. So those things that led up to it, and then obviously, when the fan threw the drink on our test, you got to think if the fan never threw the drink, none of this would ever happen. Like no, none of them would have got suspended, and who knows what could have happened because Indiana they had a really good squad that was a championship contending team, and you don't those guys don't get suspended. Who knows what could happen, but yeah, I really didn't like how the media portrayed them as thugs because they honestly they were defending each other. Jack, he a ride or die. He gonna ride for his boys. And you got Jermaine O'Neal too, same thing. So you got what 13 players going up against thousands, thousands of fans with no, like you said, no police, no security, nothing. So, I mean, what you expect them to do? They gotta defend themselves. So, I really didn't like how they were portrayed as thugs. And I think if it was, if they weren't black, I'm interested to see how the media would have portrayed that. So, but I think it was really good, and I'm glad that Jermaine O'Neal, Artest and Jackson, they went on and talked about it because we definitely needed to see that perspective. Um, and it really gave me a sense that because like I'm a Detroit fan till I die, but the fans were way out of line that night. So yeah, that was my take on it.
Yeah, for sure, they were like way out of line. I don't think something like Malice in the Palace that happened in today's NBA, but
Man.
yeah, yeah, the NBA they're pretty good about cracking down on fans getting belligerent and stuff like they're quick to remove them. Securities arena security is quick to remove them, and NBA is quick with the ban. So, but yeah, like we got a cool episode lined up today. Summer league started like 2 weeks after the draft, so guys had to get selected by their team, hurry up and touch down, and then get right to work. So the first topic of today is probably the headliner of the whole summer: Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green. Cade Cunningham, of course, taken by the Detroit Pistons at number one, and Jalen Green taken by the Houston Rockets at two. Jalen thought that he should have been the first, but Cade, he was talking like since the lottery, talking about some, yeah, I'm the number one, I'm the number one, I'm coming to Detroit. You saw him at the Tigers game taking pics with fans, they screaming his name and all of that. Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green, special players in their own right. Cade, he's kind of like an all around player coming from Oklahoma State. He
Mhm.
got the ball handle. He got play defense. He's a better defender than I thought he was. Like he's hustling on that end. He can play make. He can score, get his own shot, find stuff for other people. But Kevin, I want to ask you, like, what are some expectations that you got for Cade for this summer and even when the season starts?
Some expectations for Cade. Man, I expect him to be the leader that he is. He already has shown us that he is a proven leader. I love how he always talks on the court, how he's always communicating with the players, with the coaches. That's something that he constantly does, and I really like that about him. And I mean, going into the season, I just expect him to really help this offense and be that grow into that leader who wants the ball in their hands, who wants to make that play, who wants to put the teammates in a position to be successful and make plays as well. So those are the expectations I have for K. But I really like him already. I really like how poised he is. It feels like he already been in the league, honestly, the way he played. Now I know sometimes he may take some bad shots, but at the end of the day, he is a rookie, so he has a lot to learn. But I'm confident that he will get better and better as the season goes on, and hopefully he has throughout the years he can put Detroit in a good position to make the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like that was one of the things I noticed, like you mentioned, was like the leadership. Like he only 19, and like the way that he's talking, like about the role that he wants to assume. Like he's been talking about it since the lottery, pretty much. How he wants to come in and lead, carry the guys, and things like that. That the headliner game was, of course, Detroit versus Houston. So Jalen Cade, they went head to head. Jalen wanted to be number one. He wanted to come to Detroit too. He was on Instagram Live playing Rio.
Playing that Detroit, man.
yeah. It's just like, all right, man, all right. But yeah, so he came into the game. Jalen knowing what it is. He wanted to like give his best because it's against Detroit, because he thought that Troy Weaver Pistons should have taken him. So yeah, Jalen, he had like 25 points. Something like that. Cade had had like a overall all around game. He scored. The assists weren't that high, but that wasn't his fault. Guys was selling him out. If you're being honest, Tyler Cook, I'm talking about you, buddy. Yeah, he had like 4 steals. I think he had like a block too. But yeah, I saw him like hustling on both ends. So what do you think about like their matchup so far?
Yeah, I think that the matchup was very, very, very good. I mean, obviously you have the top 2 picks, two high level players, talented, who can score the ball as well. So that matchup was pretty exciting. I like how they were defending each other too. That was another thing I like. So I just like that competitive aspect that the two have. And even though the Rockets came out with the victory, I still was impressed with Cunningham's performance. Like you said, dudes was selling them out on the Pistons. But Jalen Green, he kind of took over more during the second half, I feel like, for the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
And then I mean the Rockets, they got some dudes that can jump too, like Kenyon Martin Jr. The boy got bunnies just like his pops.
Yeah.
Josh
Christopher. Yeah.
He got bunnies too. So the Rockets, they got some young guns over there. So, but with the matchup, like I said, between Cade and Jalen, I'm definitely excited to see the matchup in the future, especially if they get the chance in the regular season to go at each other. That's going to be exciting. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think it's the start of a rivalry because Jalen, he's better than I thought. He's very good. He can score.
Yeah, he is.
Like yeah, he can score. But yeah, Cade and Jalen, they are like 2 different kind of players, which is fine. Because like I think the Pistons need more of like an all around talent than somebody like Jalen. I think it's like they're very good fits for where they've been taken. Like Houston kind of needs that.
Mm-hmm.
Needs that scoring punch, and like Detroit still kind of needs like like an all around talent. And I think Cade brings that for Detroit, and Jalen is for sure going to bring that for Houston, as we've seen already. All right, so we're moving on to the next topic, more of a general topic about the Detroit Pistons Summer League team. Our thoughts on the team so far. What I like Sadiq Bey, like his game has grown like so much from when he got drafted. Before he was just like a spot up shooter. They threw it to him in the corner, and then he would just like let it fly. But then as the season went on, you saw him like start to play make a little bit more. You saw him like trying to take guys off the dribble, trying to make that extra pass and all of that. But what I've seen like in these first two games in the summer, like he's like backing dudes down in the post using his size and his strength. He got a little one leg fadeaway. I'm like,
Mm,
wait a minute, where did this come from? I know he was with the team. He's with a select team in Tokyo,
yeah, yep.
and he also played an exhibition game when Bill Levine and the roster wasn't complete yet, but they had Bay there. So that's one thing that I like to see. That's good. Another one is Killian Hayes. The point guard from France that they took. He was out majority of the season last season.
Mm,
He had the hip injury. He's got to work on his shooting, but that can come with time. He's got like a good form, but it's just his base that looks kind of wonky to me.
mhm.
But like the passing is there. The passing's been there in the defense too. Like how he fights over the pick and rolls. Like he doesn't die on screens. He actually had Jalen in the blender for a minute. If we being real,
Yeah.
yeah, there was a few times like his on ball defense is good. Like his hands are quick. Like he be fighting. It's just we just gotta bring that jump shot along, and then he'll become a complete point guard. And also he'll fit better next to Cade as well. So whoever's playing off the ball, whether it's Cade or Killian, it'll be better. Like once he brings his jump shot along. But also Luka Garza, my goodness, oh my goodness. I think he's gonna be the steal of the draft. It's gonna be between him and David Mitchell, in my
Mhm.
opinion. But yeah, Luka coming from Iowa, like he scored all the points. If you a Michigan fan, you a Big Ten fan, you saw him wreaking havoc through the conference. Uh, like he's lost some weight. He's moving around a lot faster. He said that he wants to, like get faster so he can adjust to the NBA game. But like the scoring is there. Like we've seen jump shots, the spacing. Uh, he actually made it better for Cade. Like when he subbed in for Tyler Cook, and that's when the Pistons like were making their comeback. Is when Luka Garza was on the floor. Coincidence? I think not. Luka a baller. That's the next Jokic right there. No pressure. But like yeah, those are a few of the things that stood out to me. What were some things that you noticed, Kev?
Yeah, obviously Sadiq Bey. I mean, just after playing in his first year, he's definitely shown improvement. You know what? First team rookie, all rookie. So he can play for sure, and he's definitely letting the other players know in the rest of the summer league that that he's a baller, and he's not afraid of any competition, or he's not backing down from anybody. So I really like how Sadiq is playing right now. Hope he can continue to play like that. And Obviously K, number one pick for a reason. He is adjusted well already in just the first few summer games. Killian Hayes, I mean, I like Killian, I really do. He just has to show me some more. He got to
Okay,
step
all
up
right,
some more. He
that's
got
fair.
to
That's
step up
fair.
some more. Like you mentioned, his shot, definitely has to get better with his shot. A really good defender, and good passer as well. But I just think he has to get more confident. I don't think his confidence is there all the way yet. So I think the more games he plays, I think the confidence is gonna come. But yeah, I really think he just I don't know what it is. It's just like he has the potential for sure. I just feel like he's just not showing that yet. And you know how us Pistons fans can get. We like we not really patient like that. But I think he's gonna be just fine, especially under Dwayne Casey. A really good coach who can develop players. So I think Killian gonna be just fine. And then Luca, yeah, like you said, he's a certified bucket. He's a scorer. He won the college player of the year for a reason. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do for the Pistons. Like I think he was one of the steals of the draft for sure. But yeah, overall, and I also like Saban Lee. Saban Lee he's been showing me some stuff for real. Like I like how Lee's been playing um, during the summer league. So he definitely can be a key player off the bench for Detroit. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited, for this team going into the season. Hopefully, we can make some noise, knock on that playing game door. And I would like that for sure. So we just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And it's funny because like as I'm watching these like games, even though they're losing, like kind of individual performances or like how guys are gonna fit in when the actual season starts. So like, bro, I'm just excited and I'm just looking at Killian like, okay, like what has he added? I'm looking at Sadiq, like what's changed? Like what has he added? I know I said earlier that, and I was joking when I say that Luka Garza is the next Nikola Jokic. Of course, I'm not serious when I say that, but that also like bears the question, like even with the hype, like around Cade and Jalen, it's just like wow, bro, we talking about a basketball game in August, and like we acting like the fate of the universe is on the line or something like that. But like I wanna ask, like, are we putting too much stock in the summer league games?
I think some people definitely are. I think it's like half and half. You got your people who are like, Pistons about to suck this year off of one summer league game. I'm like, number one, it's a summer league. Like, chill. It's just a summer league. You got these rookies and these first, second, third year players and G League players and players from overseas playing. Like, it's the summer league. Y'all gotta chill. Just chill. So I don't think you gotta take it too serious, but you obviously, want the players to develop because, like, for the rookies who just got drafted, it's like their first taste of, not really the NBA, but they're playing against players who played in the NBA. So it's like their first taste. So, but yeah, I think it's just half and half. Like that half who puts way too much stock in it. I don't even pay no attention to them. Honestly, I just ignore them and just be like, hey, y'all can say what y'all gonna say, but at the end of the day, it's just the summer league for real.
Yeah, I feel it, man. I'm just like scrolling through social media and like the rhetoric around Cade and Jalen. I'm like, wait, is this the NBA Finals or what? Like, like, come on, nah. But no, I definitely feel it. I feel it. But all right, moving on to the next topic. Other teams and standouts. Oh man, I was watching at Sacramento. I forgot who they were playing, but one player that stands out to me is Davion Mitchell, the guard from Baylor. He would hounded Jalen Suggs in the championship game, and then like he just picking up right where he left off in the summer league. Man, he's got guys in prison like with the on ball defense, like straight penitentiary. Man, like I'm watching, I'm like wow, like bro, no, like who really coming into the league like playing defense like that and loving it too. He looks like Drew Holiday, man, and like he's translating his defense into offense, like getting steals, getting his like deflecting passes, stuff like that, just like making it hard for people. Another player that stood out to me is Kai Jones of Charlotte. Like you might have seen his highlight reel dunks, like he flying through the air on top of people's heads and stuff like that. They actually got a nice team forming over there too. Bunch of high flyers and scorers too, with LaMelo, James Bouknight, uh, Miles Bridges once the season starts. Kai Jones, I'm sure he'll find his way in the rotation based off his summer performance. But those are two that stood out to me. What about you?
Yeah, I was gonna say Davion too. Like the buddy over there, man. He just on 10. He come out on
Yeah,
10.
right from the start. Like
forget
no,
forget 0 to 100. He started at 100.
yeah,
But yeah, he's been balling over there in Sacramento, and it's gonna be nice too because you got the Aaron Fox over there too, and you put Davion up in that rotation. Sacramento gonna try to make some moves, make some noise in the West. And then another player, Trey Jones from San Antonio,
mm,
he's been balling too. He's been like putting numbers up for sure. And I know he's been in the league a few years, but he's been dealing with injuries too. But a healthy Trey Jones is gonna be scary. So those are two who have stood out for me. Oh, also, My man's from Atlanta. What's the point guard name? Oh, Sharif Cooper from
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Cooper.
He,
Yeah.
he he's been doing a little something too. So I think that's a real good spot for him playing behind Trey Young over there. So I think that's gonna be a real. He has a real good mentor over there. I think Sharif is gonna be nice in the league too.
Yeah. Sharif even hit a game winner. I saw. But yeah, like Atlanta, they got a lot of good young pieces coming off the Eastern Conference Finals appearance. Some people think it's fluke. I don't think so. But yeah, I feel like they're gonna be right back because like that's almost a complete team.
Yeah.
But no, that is a really good team. All right, man. What about our guy first guest on Keeping It Real, Justin Turner? What you
Oh
heard from him?
yeah, my God, JT. Yeah. So I talked to him like a few weeks ago. I congratulated him. He got signed by the San Antonio Spurs for the summer league. So he's been playing with them. I told him, "Congrats, man. Keep up the work." And he was like, "Man, I'm on it, man. I gotta keep grinding to get to where I want to be." So his first game in, in summer league, in his debut, he led the team in scoring with 13 points. So he went out there and did what he had to do. I think his minutes have been like he hasn't been seeing that many minutes lately. I know it's only been like 3 games, but with Trey Jones coming back, I think his minutes has been limited. But he's out. He's grinding. He's trying to make it. He's trying to make the squad like everybody else. But um, he's a hard worker. And when I was watching like a few highlights of him, he honestly looks pretty comfortable out there. Playing against other professionals, players who were in the league, in the G League. So he's looking comfortable out there, which is a good sign. And then he with the Spurs, that's a good system, a good organization. So I know they'll develop him the right way and everything. So hopefully, he can. Now, if he doesn't make the the team, he'll make the G team, G League team, and work his way up from there.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. He's the very first guest on Keeping It Real, so that's dope. From
Shout out
Renaissance.
to JT, yes sir.
Yeah, man. Shout out Justin from Renaissance to Bowling Green State University, breaking records there to the San Antonio Spurs summer league team. Yeah, that's dope. All right, so thoughts on free agency and trades. We got some teams they trying to make moves, trying to get to that elusive Larry O'Brien trophy. One probably the headline of the summer is probably the Lakers, man. They look like they're opening a retirement home over what's going on, bro. They got Westbrook. Then they signed Ariza. I mean, I thought he retired. I'm like, man, what? Then they got Ariza, Malik
Hello
Monk
over there.
from Charlotte, Kendrick Nunn. Uh,
They got a whole
yeah,
new team.
yeah. They got to complete. They sent my boy KCP. I guess they got sick of him. Former Detroit Pistons. They sent him. We sent him to. Wait, yeah,
Washington.
they sent him with Kuzma to Washington.
Yeah, yep.
But
So
man, and Caruso, he signed 4 years, 36 mil with Chicago.
Chicago,
He over
yeah,
there with Lonzo.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, and oh yeah, then even Chicago, they did a signing trade with
Demar,
San Antonio to get DeMar
yep,
DeRozan.
yep.
Lonzo there, so it's Lonzo, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine. They got a little
Mhm. Then
three-headed monster over there.
you got Miami, yeah, Lowry.
Hmm.
Uh, so you got him teaming up with them. There's been a lot of moves being made, man. But the Lakers, like what else do you need? Like Brian, what else you need, my guy? I know you wanted your boy Melo to come over try to get a ring. You got Westbrook with you too. I just feel like I honestly don't even know why they got like Monk and, and those other players. Like like you just I don't get it at this point now. Like I'm like, and then you got the White Howard coming back too. Like
Yeah.
like what's up? What y'all trying to do? Like if they don't win a championship, like it's gonna look terrible on the team. Like the whole
Man,
organization is gonna be bad. They not gonna stop talking about that.
Man, it's giving me '04 Lakers vibes, man. When they got Karl Malone, Gary Payton.
See,
Oh man, it's getting. I'm feeling that energy from them. Or like when Nash or Nash when and Howard when they got to the Lakers.
oh my goodness,
That's the energy I'm feeling. I don't know because the West is reloading. They
right.
got Jamal Murray in Denver. They're coming back. Plus the development where you got Jokic stalwart already, and then you had the development of Michael Porter Jr. The Warriors are reloading like they done put their mid 2010s team back together. Iguodala re-signed, so it's like it's Steph, Clay, Draymond, Iguodala, plus Wiseman, and the
Hmm.
two rookies they drafted.
Right.
Uh,
Then you got Wiggins too up in there.
yeah, Wiggins too, which man, I thought he was on his way like to minimum contracts and fringe NBA player, but like he done reinvented himself. He been balling for them. And you got
Yeah.
Phoenix, Chris Paul's coming back. That's a really solid team. But yeah, the Lakers they went and got Westbrook. I don't know. I don't know. I just have to see because like all them guys got to be in the rotation because like I'm not expecting Ariza to be playing big like Ariza Howard and them like playing big minutes
Right. Yeah.
like deep into the season, especially when the playoffs start when the rotations shrink. But yeah, it was interesting. I really like. I think Chicago. They probably made my favorite moves. I don't know. I guess I'm just a really big fan of Lonzo Ball. He fixed his jump shot, man. He became an above average 3-point shooter. The passing and the defense was already there. Which, side note, I think that Lonzo Ball is the blueprint for Killian Hayes. But that can be like a whole nother keeping it real episode. but but like yeah, like if Lonzo was able to like fix his jumper because the passing and defense been there since day one. Like DeRozan and Levine, you got two scorers. Vucevic is there. I think they got a
Hmm.
solid team.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think they definitely became a playoff contending team. From the moves they made in the East. So yeah, I think that was. I think one of my favorites was actually Washington. How they got Harold, Kuz, KCP, and you got Beal over there too. So
and Spencer Dinwiddie.
and then and Dinwiddie too. So
Yeah,
Dinwiddie and Beal, that's gonna be tough right there. I see like both of them averaging 30. Well, not averaging 30, but scoring 30 games, like scoring 25 plus a game. So that's gonna be a nice little squad over there.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Getting Bill some help. All right, so the next section we got the quick hitters around the sports world. Man, we had a bunch of stuff going on. Probably some of the coolest stuff I've seen over this week was probably like the Field of Dreams game
Oh yeah, big time.
between the Yankees and the Chicago White Sox, based off of that movie Field of Dreams that came out in what like '89 with Kevin
Yeah,
Costner.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I've never seen the film myself. I just know it's a baseball movie, and that a baseball diamond was built on a farm or in a cornfield. It's like so the aesthetic is cool.
yeah.
They had the players like walk through the cornfield onto the diamond, which was cool. Like the way Fox did that broadcast was pretty nice. It was pretty crisp. But it was a really good game. Like all the way down to the end. From they were going back and forth scoring. Judge hit a home run, and Stanton hit a home run to take the
Hmm.
lead.
Yeah,
Then for the White Sox, Tim Anderson, man, he just
that boy Ta.
yeah he hit a moonshot and he knew it too. And you can hear it like on the broadcast. You can hear the crack. And I was like, oh yeah, that's going. And then he was doing his Vince Carter "It's Over" celebration. So that was dope, man. He flipped his bat, took his path around the bases, man, and that was a walk off homer. So
Yeah, man,
yeah, tell me what you
that was
think about that, Kev.
yeah. It was definitely exciting. The brothers definitely showed up in that game. The MLB bros showed up for sure in that contest. I loved it. I loved the whole concept, the whole idea, especially with Kevin Costner being out there and just taking it all in. Because you got to think he was like the star actor in that whole movie, and to bring that to life and have him be there out on the field, just walking it and looking into the stands. you could just see on his face he was just mesmerized. And then you cap it off with a really good game. So you can't ask for much better than that. So, but yeah, definitely my boy Ta hitting that walk off, that was big. I just really love. I know we talked about him in prior episodes, just about how he brings that competitive nature to the game, and how he just has fun out there. You know, just when he hit that home run and just seeing him had that adrenaline running around the bases, and him being so hyped up. You know, you just gotta love it. You can't hate his game, because he just brings that finesse and swag that the game needs. So, I definitely enjoyed watching that game from start to finish.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Like the swagger he brings, the excitement, the sport desperately needs that. So I'm glad we it's a few of the players around the league like Tatis, Manny Machado, but yeah, like a bunch of players that's just like like kind of having fun, just making cool plays and letting everybody know about it. So like that's really cool to see. But it's funny because like as I'm watching the Field of Dreams Diamond, I was like, yeah, it's a cool aesthetic and all, but like I think they should do this with like other baseball films. Like let's get a Sandlot game going or something. Like you can even get a dog, chain him to the fence, put him in the outfield or whatnot, and like yeah, just like kind of recreate that aesthetic. But yeah, all in all, like that was actually really cool. Like seeing that Field of Dreams game. All right, the next topic: Simone Biles returned to win bronze in the women's balance beam. We talked about it in our Olympic special. She took a step away from performing in the Olympics to like kind of take care of herself, take care of her mental. It's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of pressure. Simone dealing, like she's at this point. There's nothing like that she can do that can kind of take away, like her legacy from the sport. Like she's pretty much goated in a lot of people's eyes. Whether she won a medal or not in Tokyo, I don't think that would have changed. On top of that, dealing with the pressure, Larry Nash and his atrocities for the Team USA Women's Gymnastics. Like on top of that, she also revealed that a family member of hers passed. Her aunt passed unexpectedly, and like it just became a lot for her. She admitted it, then took a step away to heal herself. But she recovered enough to return to the women's balance beam, and then she won a bronze medal, and she was just as ecstatic as she was for any other medal, which I thought was cool. Like having that big grin on her face at the podium, holding the medal up, which was cool because, like she had to fight to get back to that point, and I just really appreciate seeing that. That was really cool to see.
Yeah, no, that definitely was a good thing to see, especially her winning a medal at that, especially given everything she's been through. But it just, I just think people don't really understand how tough it is to be an Olympic athlete and compete at that level. And the amount of success that Simone has had just goes to show you how, like you said, how goated she is. And the fact that she does this and deals with what she goes through off outside of the sport, just tells you how strong she is as a woman, and and just the fact that she was able to go back out there and get that bronze medal just speaks volume to her whole career, because she can honestly just walk away from gymnastics right now and she'll still be the greatest of all time.
I guess it's cool to see, but I guess she really didn't. I don't think anything that she can do like can take away from that. But yeah, it was really good to see her perform. Whether that's her last time or not, it was really cool to see. All right, the final one, early pick for the NBA Finals, is pretty much an overreaction to the NBA offseason and what we've seen so far. So I go for it. I honestly think that I think that the Bucks are gonna repeat.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think the Bucks are gonna repeat because as I look around, I actually don't think the Lakers gonna make it out the West. I don't think the Lakers are gonna make it out the West. I think they'll end up playing Golden State, not Phoenix again or Denver. The Nets, I still don't believe in them. I'm sorry, I just don't believe in them three making it to the finals. But I think either Denver, Golden State, and Milwaukee in the finals.
Hmm, okay. Okay.
And the Bucks take it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go a different direction. I think Brooklyn gonna go. Yeah, healthy Brooklyn. They can, like, honestly, a healthy Brooklyn. Like, who can beat them for real? I just don't see nobody beating a healthy Brooklyn. So I think they're gonna go out the East. In the West, honestly, it's a toss up for me. But I don't think the Lakers are going either. So uh, if I had to pick like two teams that I think could make it out the West, it's tough. I can see Phoenix going back. I can see that. But I'm not 100% sold on that. Um, but I think Golden State can go as well. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't have a for sure team in the West, but I know my pick in the East would be Brooklyn, and I have Brooklyn winning it all. So
I feel it. I feel it. Some people think talent beat everything, but I think like team and continuity and fit matter too. But like it's cool. It's cool. And then heck, you might be right. I could be completely wrong. Denver, Golden State, or Milwaukee might not even make it to the finals, and I'm look like a complete idiot. But like that's, but yeah, that's all part of the discourse. That's why it's fun. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for this episode of Keeping It Real. Wanted to bring a summer league special, just around what's going on, like these rookies and all of that. Quick update on Justin Turner, first guest of Keeping It Real. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap. You can catch this on YouTube and Spotify and Google Podcasts. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.